How y'all doing today out there? Um, just so I let y'all know, today we are going to be doing a little bit of stuff about other than marijuana in the cannabis world. We are going to be discussing the doomsday clock a little bit today. Speaking of which, where the hell did I put my weed at? I know where it is. Don't worry about that, guys. I always know where my weed is. Anyway, so we're also going to be talking about some stuff going on in the marijuana cannabis world. So don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us. I am going to go ahead and get my ads out of the way right now. One ad is W Energy Drinks, which is W.gg for the website. Go there, use promo code Randolph Small, spelled RANDOLPHSMALL, for 10% off your orders. Next is going to be for Henry's Chatterbox. That's a podcast I am apparently the co-host of, and I'm also tech advisor for it. So there is that as well. You can find that on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube. I'm working on getting on Spotify. It's been kind of a hectic issue with that one. The hell? No. And I'm sorry for being rushed today. It's been a very hectic day today. And we're also going to be talking about some other stuff. So let me get back to the ads. A third ad is for Skit Trivia by Henry Berner. And Henry Berner is spelled HenryBerner. And you can buy his book at www.amazon.com/author/Henry Berner. So don't forget to check out his book. It's a great little fun game book, family night book, whatever. When you're drunk, you just want to play some drunk games, some alcohol games, drinking games, or whatever. There's that for you. All right. Now on to what we were talking about. Now, I may have to adjust my audio settings here. Give me a second to make sure that my speaker is where it's supposed to be. Sound settings, yes, sir. No, it's not supposed to go to. Alright, so I guess I do have it. So we're going to go ahead and. Or is my. Alright, we're going to go ahead and screen share. And. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but there we go. There we go. What's up, Left and Dangle, Chris, Mason? I don't know what's going on. We are currently watching the updated Doomsday Clock and the video why it's updated. Well, y'all are listening, but people who are watching on Rumble, YouTube, and other sources are watching. Spotify's listening as well. Nothing much to talk that. We thanks for following the like, by the way. We are currently just listening to. Wait, let me pause it for a second. We are currently listening to the Doomsday Clock, was just updated this year from 89 seconds down to 85 seconds, and they're explaining why the time has changed the way it did in a year. So let's continue listening and see what's up. Sorry, it's a little hot today in Macy's. I got the studio door open. Well, thank you, Mon. You ready for the follow? Thank you for the follow, Grady. No, I currently don't have an agent. I do have a sponsor, but not an agent. I have a couple of sponsors. Most of my money is made from gifts that people send me on my lives. All right. I'm tired of hearing all that shit, so exit out of that. And I'm just going to show those watching live on my other sources. Yeah. As I get past the ad. Exactly what the Doomsday Clock looks like all together. Now, I'm going to describe it on the doomsdayclock.net. They have a giant clock with 12 and midnight on the bottom, so I'm assuming they're saying the whole clock's midnight for the most part. And it shows a red line going one way, going towards the left, with another red line supposed to be the second hand. And it says, the Doomsday Clock, what is the history and interactive, and what is a situation, and what if simulation? The Doomsday Clock is currently at 85 seconds to midnight, the closest has ever been to a global catastrophe, global fucking destruction since its creation in 1947. Yada yada yada. And then it gives us different countries. So, different timelines. So let's go all the way back to the beginning. 1947, time to midnight, 7 minutes. Clock created. Soviet, atomic bomb, 3 minutes. That was 1949. Its creation in 1947. I got a damn fly flying around me because I was stupid and left the door open. Hydrogen bomb test, 2 minutes, 1953. Scientific cooperation, 1968, 7 minutes to midnight. Partial test ban treaty, 1963. 1960. Okay, I got the scientific cooperation one wrong. That was 1960. 1963, 12 minutes to midnight, partial ban test. 7 minutes to midnight, global instability. 1968. Non-nuclear. Oh, hey, bro, slow down. Non-nuclear proliferation treaty of 1969. 10 minutes till midnight. SALT 1 and ABM Treaty, 12 minutes midnight 1972. The other one was 1969. And then we have India test nuclear device, 9 minutes 1974. Deadlock negotiations, 7 minutes 1980. 1981, Cold War intensifies, 4 minutes. 1984, 3 minutes, U.S.-Soviet relations reach low. INF Treaty signed, 1988. 6 minutes. The previous one was 1984. I don't know if I mentioned that. Cold War ends, 1980. 10 minutes till midnight. Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty of 1991. By the way, the Cold War ended in 1990. The Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty of 1991 reduced the time to midnight to 7 minutes. Post-Cold War concerns of 1995, 14 minutes. India and Pakistan test nukes, 9 minutes, 1998. 7 minutes, 9/11, 2012. Climate change added, 2007, 5 minutes. New START Treaty, 2010, 6 minutes. 2012, 5 minutes to midnight, nuclear modernization. 2015, 3 minutes, climate in action. 2017, Trump administration, 2.5 minutes to midnight. 2018, 2 minutes to midnight, nuclear risk increase. 100 seconds to midnight, close as ever, nuclear modernization. That was in 2020, by the way. Or the 100 seconds, close as ever. 2023, Russian-Ukrainian war, 90 seconds. 2024, remains unchanged, 90 seconds. 2025, closest ever, 89 seconds. And last but not least, 2026, the real closest ever to date, 85 seconds. This is what I said, allows you to create your own time capsule in case shit does break out and we have a little test knowledge. Let's see. Alright, I should be reading these, but I'm not. I'm sorry. It says the Doomsday Clock, the Bulletin of Atomic Scientist. How many times has it? 29 times. I got one wrong. Alright, so let's do this again. What year was the Doomsday Clock created? 1947. What was the furthest clock? The furthest clock has ever been from midnight. That would be 17 minutes. What does midnight represent on the Doomsday Clock? Global destruction. Who sets the Doomsday Clock? The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. How many times has the clock been adjusted since 1947? 29 times. Alright, so we're done with all that lovely sharing of crap on this video and screen. We're getting off the topic of the Doomsday Clock, although for those of you who don't understand why I was sharing the Doomsday Clock is that actually does have something to do with the cannabis world and marijuana shit. Because if the world ends, I mean, we're pretty much fucked. So, yeah. There's that. Now, I'm reading something over here about DeSantis and the new bill in Florida that he just signed, which kind of screws a lot of people over. But we're going to go ahead and read this. DeSantis signs bill to strip Florida medical marijuana cards from people with drug convictions. Some medical marijuana patients and caregivers in Florida could see their state cannabis registrations revoked under a bill signed into law by Governor Ron DeSantis this week. Yes, it's kind of annoying to be reading this because this kind of fucks me over. DeSantis on Monday signed State Bill 2514, a broad budget, Senate Bill 2514, a broad budget bill that touches on cancer, dentistry, and other health-related risks matters. But it also contains a provision that directs the State Department of Health to cancel registrations of medical marijuana patients and caregivers if they're convicted of or pled guilty or no contest to criminal drug charges. The measure says a patient or caregiver who would have their registration immediately suspended upon being charged with a state crime, and the suspension will remain in place until the criminal case reaches the final disposition. Department of Health officials would have the authority to reinstate the registration, revoke it entirely, or extend the suspension if needed. Authorities would be required to revoke a person's registration the patient or caregiver was convicted of or pled guilty to or nolo comprende to, regardless of adjudication of violation of state drug law. If such a violation was in trafficking, the sale, manufacturing, or delivery of or possession with intent to sell, manufacturing, or delivery of a controlled substance. Alright, so just based on what they're doing, it says trafficking in the sale, manufacturing, delivery of, or possession with intent to sell. So far that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,